Hello, children. We'll continue with our chapter 6, World after 1945. This is third part and the last, page 43, 44, and 45. Now, what India has contributed at the international level? India has contributed significantly at the international level during its freedom struggle and after its independence. India has always opposed imperialism, colonialism, and evils like racial discrimination. See, what India has done, they have always contributed at this international level during its freedom struggle and after independence also. They have opposed, India has opposed imperialism, no monarchy, no colonialism, and other evils, that is racist discrimination. It has supported movements opposing such evils. India has always remained active in the formation of United Nations and is actively involved in its all activities. Whatever has been instructed in the United Nations, India has followed it, and they were always active. They remained active from the very beginning when the formation of United Nations has been done. India has played a very important role by sending its military to support the United Nations efforts in maintaining international peace and security. India has worked appreciably by sending military troops to countries like Gaza, Cyprus, Congo, and Sri Lanka during their conflicts. When they were in need, India was the first one to send their help, the military help, when required by them. India has helped actively in maintaining peace. India has persistently emphasized on the need of disarmament to achieve world peace and security. We have to be secured, we have to be living in peace, so India has always been persisting the need of disarmament. In this issue, it has been leadership in debates world around and in making useful suggestions. And also the India has played a different role in world around by making the useful suggestions, giving the useful suggestions. India has expressed the desire of entire humanity for peace by presenting a proposal for total nuclear disarmament in the United Nations General Assembly. When there was a General Assembly in United Nations, India has expressed the desire that पूरी इंसानियत को, पूरे दुनिया के लोगों को क्या चाहिए? Peace. How? Because we want to live in peace without fear. Only it will be possible when there will be a total no disarmament, that is, there will be a nuclear disarmament. No nuclear weapons will be produced. Then only the whole of the world will be at peace. To spend the money in the upliftment of poor people, other countries, instead of using money in creation of nuclear weapon, what they have insisted, instead of creating nuclear weapons and military, just to create them and be ready for the war, instead of that, try helping the people, those who are deprived, those who are poor. So we all must use that money in upliftment of poor people around the world. World peace has permanently remained India's primary concern for its foreign policy. India has always remained active to achieve an atmosphere of cooperation, trust, and understanding amongst nations. Now, how India was having relations with the other countries? Now, India's relations with the United States, both India and United States are democratic countries. Apart from all this, we have some other similarities also. Though there have been some ups and downs in the relationship, the United Nations did not like India's role of joining any power bloc and accepting non-aligned policy after its independence. As soon as we got independence, we have not. That time there was two blocs. Neither we were with America nor with Russia. So they did not like this attitude of our country, that is India. Further, they hoped that India would join them, but India joined non-aligned movement for the economic growth. There is another reason that amicable relation between India and US could not grow. That's US policy of favoring Pakistan. एक और कारण था जो इंडिया ने US के साथ नहीं जोड़ा रिलेशन, क्योंकि US was always favoring Pakistan. They supported Pakistan in the case of Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan had joined US-led power and military bloc, wherein India has adopted the policy. See, Pakistan was an Asian country which was supposed to join any one of the superpowers or not to be with them. That means non-aligned. So India was non-aligned that time, but Pakistan has joined this superpower, this bloc, that is US bloc. Treaties regarding nuclear weapons have become one of the most important points of disagreement between India and United States. United States was interested in the nuclear disarmament, and India was not. They wanted to produce the weapons, nuclear weapons, but India was not interested. United Nations has persisted that India should sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. When India conducted nuclear tests in Pokhran in Rajasthan in 1998, it was taken seriously, and certain sanctions were imposed against India as US aided financially and technically. India has also done this test, nuclear test, in 1998. There is a remarkable change in relations between both the countries after the terrorist attack on New York World Center on September 11, 2001. If you remember, children, it happened in 2001, 9/11. The Twin Towers, the World Trade Centers, सब मिट्टी के ढेर बन गए थे. United Nations got this after when they got this shocked. They realized how the terrorist attack has given them such a big shock and such a big destruction of human beings and other material things. The United States is now accepting the fact that India is growing economically very fast. उनको पता चल गया कि economically India grow कर रही है. Now both the countries wish that there should be an intimate relations between each other. They realize that now we should have a good relations with India. In September 2014 and 15, immediately after the elections, that was when our Shri Narendra Modi, he became the Prime Minister of India. He visited America and he addressed the United Nations also. American President Barack Obama was the first American president to be the chief guest for India's 66th Republic Day celebration. In this way, America and India now has a cordial and amicable relations. We are having better relations. Even Trump had been to India, if you remember. The issues of terrorism are concerns of the heads of the country. Now the relations between India and Soviet Union. First we had relations with US. Now we will see the relations with Soviet Union, that is Russia. Turn to page 44 and look into it. United Nations Security Council to see the proposal against India pertaining to Jammu Kashmir issues should not pass. In this way, Russia and India has a very close friendly relations. Now, the Soviet Union was always helping the country, that is our country, India. The Soviet Union has taken India's side when the America was against Jammu and Kashmir. They were favoring Pakistan, but Russia was favoring for the issue of Jammu and Kashmir. They also have often exercised their veto power in the United Nations security to see the proposal against India pertaining to Jammu Kashmir ke issue pe who has supported the Soviet Union. So that means we had a good friendly relations with the Soviet Union. Now we will look into a very important all our neighboring countries, that is Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Afghanistan and Myanmar. Overall, what you will see that India is always being very friendly with all the neighboring countries, except few here and there with Pakistan. Let's see. Immediately after India's independence, the relation between India and Pakistan were always stressful. 3 gruesome wars took place between India and Pakistan in the year 1948, 1965 and 1971. And in all these, Pakistan was defeated. Both the countries have Tashkent and Shimla Treaty, but Pakistan does not follow it with utmost devotion. In 1999, Kargil War between India and Pakistan took place. Fortunately, heads of both the countries have expressed eagerness to resolve all issues peacefully through negotiations. See, we always have to face the Pakistan with their activities. Now we see India and China. India's China's relations started in the year 1954. When China displayed its boundary regions on map, it distributed the relation between it disturbed sorry not it disturbed the relations between India and China. India opposed greatly when China showed most of the reasons belonging to India as belonging to them. China was also trying to grab away our area, and they were showing that this is all belongs to us. The McMahon border, showing the border region between India and China, was rejected by China, and it led to further discomfort in the relations between them. China also attacked in 1962 and captured the regions which was displayed in their map. India sent military troops to its border region to safeguard from China. China made a full stop to the war and its way to end it. To resolve these problems, many meetings have been held, to turned out to be futile. बहुत सारी मीटिंग्स हुई लेकिन उसको कोई काम नहीं आई. But in the last decade, China and India has a cooperative and friendly relations. India's Prime Minister, see India, there also, if you see how Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi invite Sri Jinping, the Prime Minister of China, to the riverfront Ahmedabad for the courtesy visit. But still we are not happy with that because they are playing a game with us, this China, isn't it? And now the, the thing which we have grown up all around, and because of that we are facing, it has been started from China, and all over the world we are facing whether the disease which is said to be a COVID-19 started from China. It is not the reason related to here with the relationship between India and China and the relationship of China with the other country, but see how the coincident is. The disease, the pandemic which started from China has spread all over the world, and we are facing it, and still many more days to go to face with this situation. Let us pray together that we must come out from this. Now, India and Bangladesh. Bangladesh got freedom after many struggles. In the year 1971, Bangladesh became an independent and sovereign country. 1971, Bangladesh got an independence. Earlier, it was a part of Pakistan, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. As a new upcoming country, India helped Bangladesh financially, technically and physically by giving equipment for its growth and development. But there were certain issues which has risen between India and Bangladesh. The utilization of water from river Ganga and its proper channelizing has been talked out between the two countries. How to use the water of Ganga was an issue which has to be solved and have to be talked on that. During flood, cyclone and other natural calamities, whenever it happened in Bangladesh, India has helped them immensely. In 2015, concrete talk had taken place in the matter of disputed geographical land regions and their citizenship, because there were so many people, they have घुसपैठिया बोलते, they just intruded in our country. So they have also discussed on the citizenship of the people of those from Bangladesh, those who have entered in our country, India. Then India and Bhutan. A peaceful and cordial friendship treaty has been signed between India and Bhutan in the year 1949. Bhutan is said to be trustfully sided India in its security and foreign policy. India assured to aid Bhutan in telecommunication and transportation. Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru visited Bhutan in the year 1958, and thereafter Indian President too have visited Bhutan in the year 1970. India helped Bhutan in becoming a member of United Nations in 1971. There is never troubled relation between India and Bhutan. India's Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi visited Bhutan in the year 2014 and said that India's progress has direct effect on its neighboring countries. The inter-security related to cooperation has been done satisfactorily. We also had a good relation with Sri Lanka. It's very old. Many Tamilians of India have gone to Sri Lanka and settled there. Their citizenship was the main issue between India and Sri Lanka, but continuous talk has resolved it. The people, those who have gone to Sri Lanka, were not getting the citizenship, but slowly and gradually this problem has also been solved. The problems of Tamilians and peaceful talks between Tamil organization and Sri Lankan government was the priority of India. India's Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi visited the troubled regions of Tamilians in Safna in the year 2015. and India assisted financially for the reconstruction of 27,000 houses for the rehabilitation of Tamilians. Today, India and Sri Lanka is having a very cordial relation. Next is India Nepal. This was also started with after signing a treaty in the year 1950. According to this treaty, both countries are considered to be sovereign to be preserved regional unity as well as commuting of citizens in both the countries. People move from our place to that place and from that place to our country. India and Nepal is having socially and economically. They are helping each other. Nepali students visit India for higher studies. The rivers flowing from Himalayas come from the various regions of Nepal. Due to this, during rain it affects India badly also. To stop the flood due to this rivers, talks have been begun between these two countries. सारे हिमालयन रेंजेस वहाँ पे है और वहाँ से पानी बहते हुए कहाँ पर आता है इंडिया में. So India has to face so many times the flooding situations, and India is affecting it also very badly, getting affected. To stop the flood due to this rivers, talks has also begun between the two countries. On 25th April 2015, Nepal faced a very destructive earthquake of the magnitude of 7.8 on Richter scale, which caused the death of 8,000 people. India aided, then that time India has helped them for relief and rehabilitation work in the areas affected earthquake. Next comes Afghanistan. We have a good relations with Afghanistan. India has a large heartedly contribution in the reconstruction of Afghanistan, like in construction, health, education, economic and social development. India is always helping financially to this country. During any natural calamities, India has helped financially to Afghanistan. The construction of Afghanistan Parliament building is being done by India. Now the next is Myanmar, which was previously known as Burma, also having a good relation. After India got independence, Myanmar also got independence in 1948. From that time, relationship is very friendly with them. After independence, Myanmar has demanded financial aid from India. India has helped them instantly because India wants Myanmar to be financially sound. India's foreign policy is to have world peace and security. India क्या सोचती है, क्या पॉलिसी है इंडिया की? There should be security to everyone and world peace. Further, more Indian foreign policy ensures friendly and cordial relations with its our neighboring country. But there always has been a rise and fall in these relations owing to various reasons. Now I will be sending you on WhatsApp the page numbers of your exercise. You only have to already marked B is been there. While going through it, you will come to know. So just go through it, find the answers, and please note down the answers in your notebook. Okay, thank you.